What's going on, y'all? Big Brother Trucking here. I'm over here at Utility Trailer in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Arkansas. Back to pick up my flatbed. There it is, right there. Y'all, it's been a rough year, man. I tell y'all what, this owner operator side of things ain't for the weak, for sure. This ain't for the weak, man. You gotta have God in your corner, or not. A lot of you can't have evil or wickedness or the devil, and you can operate in that realm too, and you'll get somewhere. But ultimately, you'll be losing your soul, because the scriptures say, what would it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? So, I gotta say that, because you ain't gotta have God. You ain't got to. You can do things the devil way. The way the devil wants you to do things. When things happen in life, your truck break down. Let's just say you lost 2 chains fell off of your trailer. So you park beside another trailer and you see they got some chains exposed, and you take their chains. Yeah, you ain't gotta pay for no chains. You came up on some more chains, right? But you didn't do it righteously. That's not righteous. You didn't come up by good. You didn't come up goodly, godly. You didn't come up. You stole, So you will reap what you sow. But yeah, today, again, I'm picking up this trailer, flatbedding. I don't have any experience, zero experience with flatbedding. I jumped in this because of a buddy told me about it, and I'm just kind of following his lead, So I'm leased on to a new company. I left my old company. I'm leased on to this company, A1 Transportation Services, out of Utah, Sandy, Utah, and the best thing about coming on this side with this company is this trailer I'm picking up, I found this trailer, and they're purchasing this trailer for me. And at the end of the deal, this trailer will be mine. So that was just something that I couldn't pass up, so yeah. So this is day one of picking this trailer up, and starting this flatbed experience. Again, it makes one year today. I went owner operator this month, last year, 2021, and I started driving. And so I dropped my trailer off yesterday, and just to give you guys some things to go through in here in the owner operator, how it's always something. So I dropped my trailer off. I had a little damage on the rub rail, not the rub rail, but this part here. I had a hole. I hit another trailer. I had a hole right there. They told me $4,500. So it's always something. It's like, what I'm realizing is the more money you make, it's like there's an energy. There's something that's trying to pull your money right back out your pocket. It's trying to pull it right back out your pocket. For some reason, it's like ever since I've been making this kind of money, anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 a week net. It's always something it's happening to try to pulling that money right back out, or it just costs a lot. It's costing a lot of money to be in this industry. It's just like, so you got to work out the kinks, definitely, and figure out ways to, how can I keep this money in my pocket? How can I keep this money that I'm making in my pocket? Because there's something out there to try to take this money from me. So, you hear the saying, the more money, the more problems. So I'm kind of seeing it, but I'm trying to eliminate them problems with the help of them Almighty God, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to, figure out ways, and I'm learning a lot. You have to do things. A couple things. I learned, just you gotta buy you some tools. You gotta have tools. You gotta learn how to be your own mini mechanic. Try to do things that you can do yourself. Without having to pay a mechanic, $200 an hour, because these shop rates is going up, y'all. So we gotta get out here as an owner operator. We gotta figure out how we can become our own mechanic. Do little things yourself. Invest in your tools and things. What's another thing I'm doing? I'm shutting my truck off at night. You might have guys that say, "Oh, this is a semi truck. This is a diesel. You can run that diesel hard. You can run that diesel all day, all night. You ain't got to shut that truck off." Hey, look, I'm shutting that truck off. Especially these new trucks that got the DEF. That truck got DEF. Your truck has to be at a certain temperature to burn that soot off. So you want to turn that truck off. You want to turn that truck off when you get done, pulling a hard day of operating, 10 hours, 11 hours, turn that truck off. If you don't have an APU, do like I did and get you a ghetto APU. Make you a ghetto APU. Again, guys, you got to find out ways to keep that money. You're doing two things. You're prolonging the life of a couple things. I ain't gonna say two. You're prolonging the life of your oil in your truck. You're letting the engine rest, the pistons and everything that's moving. You letting that stuff rest, and you're letting all the fuses and the wires. You're letting all that stuff cool down, have a chance to cool off. By you running it, you got to remember it's a current. It's a current going through them wires. So them wires are hot. You ain't never giving that stuff time to cool off. So that's something you want to do. You want to turn that truck off. If it's hot, if it's summertime, if you ain't got no AC, no APU, get you a ghetto APU, get you a generator. You can go watch my video that I made about how to make a ghetto APU. It's been wonderful for me. It's been keeping me cooled off in this summer. But it's finna cool off, so I'm probably gonna take it off for the fall and in the winter time. I won't need it. I will use my bunk heater in the winter time. Use your bunk heater. Turn that truck off. Use that bunk heater. Also another thing that you're doing by turning the truck off in the summer and using it, you saving on fuel. I think I calculated it up. It's about 0.6 gallons a night to run this truck. That's about $25 for 10 hours to run this truck. And we know we might get somewhere and be idling this truck longer than 10 hours. You might get there and you down for 14 hours. So you running that truck $30 a day, a night. It costs me $30 right now with the fuel prices. It's costing me $30 to fill up this I think that's a 6-gallon tank right there. It's costing me $30 and I can get 40 hours. This is 40 hours, and I got 40 hours out of for $30. I got 40 hours, so that's 10, 20, 30. That's four 10-hour nights that you sleeping on your 10-hour break. So I'm getting 4 nights versus $30, $25 to $30 a night to run this truck. You see what I'm saying? So look at the difference. Look how much of a saving, how much more money you are keeping in your pocket by doing that. Turning that truck off. You're gonna see it. You're gonna really see it. We're talking about the difference between what? Let's see, what's that? 30, 60, 90. Let's just say $150 a week to run this truck without the APU, ghetto APU. $150 a night. A week. Times 4. What? That's for $500 versus it costing you $200, half that, $200 to run. So you're looking at some savings right there, guys. So again, y'all, I just want to make this video kind of to mark my 1-year mark and an owner operator, give you guys some thoughts, just how it's been as an owner operator for 1 year. It's been tough. It's been rough. I didn't been broke down several times. I've been learning a lot. It's true what they say. You learn something new out here every day. I didn't had an engine overhaul, $36,000. That was my biggest bill so far. God, thanks to God, majority of that was covered by my NTP warranty when I bought the truck from Aero Truck Sales. It was covered. So again, if you're buying a truck out here, make sure you get the warranty, and just pray to God that something do happen to the truck. And that's what I did. I prayed to God, let something happen. And boom, thank God something happened. I got a brand new, pretty much a brand new engine. They replaced the pistons, the head, the gaskets, everything, the liners, all that. They replaced that. So I pretty much got a brand new engine. And then that went out at 660 something thousand miles. Hey, I blew a head gasket, and I was throwing coolant everywhere. Other than that, again, I done been hooked up to a tow truck like 3 times. Learning so much about that, and what not to do, how to talk to these guys that's trying to come and do work on side of the road. Not letting nobody take you fast out here. People will try to take you fast out here. If you don't know the language, you got to know what to tell these people. No, I don't want you. Don't touch my truck. They'll hand you a bill for $4,000. You looking like, what? All you did was put some air in my tire, put a new tire on it, and jump my truck off. You done jumped it off on side of the road. They hand you a bill for $2,000. You're gonna be looking crazy just starting out. So you gotta say nah. It's stuff you gotta learn to say no to. There's a lot of stuff to learn out here. Do your pre-trip. A lot of things I'm realizing that it cost me just from me not doing a pre-trip inspection. Guys, it's very important that you do a pre-trip inspection on these trucks, because let's just say you go home for 3 days, and in 3 days, out of them 3 days you're gonna be home, you need to be checking this truck over. At least take 1 day, couple hours out of your day to find something wrong. Because let me tell you guys, you probably can find something, whether it's a light bulb out. Like I know I got a running light out on this light here that's been out. I need to get that replaced. I just need to get it done. You know what I'm saying? But we get so tired, and we wanna get home and take a rest. Now check that truck over. Look for air leaks. Find something, because I'm telling you, by the time you get back on that road, that whatever happened that was small is gonna get larger. That thing is gonna start heating up, and it didn't cool down. It's heating up now. That's the majority of my problem has been for me being home, sitting down, not checking my truck over while I'm sitting down, getting back on that road, and boom, something happened. And I look and I'm like, man, I could have caught that just the other day. For example, I was headed to California, me and the wife and the dogs headed to California, right? Well, my wife was driving. She was hollering. She pulled over the side of the road. Coolant was leaking. That was had to get a tow truck, $600. And the labor and everything to get it done was $1,100. Even when I pretty much on the side of the road, I took that part off myself. They still charged me the rate, because I pretty much just went on ahead and let them do it right, and they still charged me even though I had the part pretty much all the way taken off. And what it was this pipe, this here, this system here, it was leaking. It was, the old one was like different material, and it cracked right here, and it was spewing. I was losing coolant. Guess what? I saw that before I left the house. Matter of fact, that's been like that for over a year. I knew it was leaking, but what I do? We get in this cycle of trying to make money, and we trying to. Hey, I think it'll last. I think it'll go again for another this long. I'll do it. I put some JB Weld on it. That JB Weld didn't hold. It finally gave out. It said, It finally gave out, y'all. So, y'all, look, if you ain't got the money for this industry, if you ain't got the money for this up front, my advice, don't get in this industry, especially owner-operator. You can be a driver for a company, but do not get in this owner-operator if you ain't got the money, the funds, to be able to afford the maintenance on this truck, stuff that's gonna happen. If you ain't got I'm only in business right now because I have an uncle that love my dirty draws. Love my dirty draws. And, my mom and my dad, have, just helping me out financially. That's willing to help me. I have that in my corner. And that's God. Just God. That's God. That ain't me. That's God. I'm a giving person. I've always given much. So I have to learn how to receive. So, it's because of God I'm still in this, because I'm a giver. God has blessed me to be a giver, so I can receive much. When it's time for me, something to happen, it's time for me to receive, He blessed me. So here I am, and God just keep putting me in the right predicament, in the right places. And, let me run into the right people that's giving me the right information. I thank you, Lord. I thank you, God, for that. But yeah, don't get in this. Do not get in this, because you will go bankrupt and you will be out of business quick, fast, and watch this. That fast. You'll be out of business that fast. Let me tell you, man, look, I was running recaps. Everybody kept telling me, quit putting them recaps on. You know, when I bought the truck, I had recaps. I kept putting recaps on, kept blowing recaps on the side of the road. And finally, I was able to, you know, my uncle said, boy, go on, put some brand new tires on that truck. Gave me that credit card. I put all new tires on there, paid them back. I sold my house. That's a lot. Boy, this video could be long. I sold my house to save this. You know, I sold my house. I took my family out of a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath house, almost 1,700 square feet, big backyard. I bought that house when I was 21. I sold it to save this puppy right here, this business. Because I see the money that... All right, my phone memory, it got full. So I was saying I can see how this potentially could elevate, you know, my pockets, my finances, my bank account, my family. I can make bigger moves out here. Again, I do believe that trucking, it's a good industry to make money, but you gotta... I see already that you're gonna have other things in place, other little investments and things you're gonna have to do with your money, because it's not... In trucking, it's not if it's gonna happen, it's when it happens. When it happens, it's when. You better ask another trucker. You better ask Trucking with Tay. It's when it happened. You can be doing good for 6 months, for 1 year, 2 years. Nothing going wrong with that truck. Yeah, make your money, stack your money, don't spend your money. Or you're gonna have to invest your money. But eventually, head gasket, $36,000. Oh man. Transmission. I need a new clutch right now. $6,000. Labor and parts, $6,000. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, all new tires. Eventually, they going down. You need minimum $3,400 for all new 8 tires. You know, airbags. It ain't if, it's when. It's when this stuff happens. When this stuff happens. When it happens. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have your money. So with that being said, I look at trucking as like, I had to replace this. Had to replace this thing right here. That was like it was like $800 something. Cause I had to, I was under load. I was at the Love's and they had to go to a place that was closed after hours. I think that was like $800 something with labor. I had got an oil change too, but all of it was a little bit more than 800. But yeah, all this stuff, airbags, hoses and stuff be leaking, and this truck is moving, y'all. This truck moving down that road. DEF, we ain't talking. My brother just replaced some on his DEF, said it was $6,000. DEF system, stuff, the filters and stuff need cleaning. And again, I can go on and on about how much I didn't put into this truck. You know, first breakdown, like $8,000, still didn't fix the problem. A lot of stuff you gotta realize, these dealerships, they don't even really know. You been driving this truck, you know what's wrong. So don't let them take your truck in. You try to get in there, take a whole day, and you figure out what's wrong with this truck. I had something, my windows, electrical was going on. My windows, when I cranked my truck up, I wouldn't have power to my AC. My windows wouldn't roll down, and I wouldn't have lights to my cab on the inside. I wouldn't have lights. They told me they was dissecting it piece by piece. So they replaced the little AC control unit. They replaced that. Then they told me I need a new control panel. Guess what? After 1 year, guess what I figured out it was? It was the stupid radio. It was the radio. And they told me it was all this other stuff. I replaced that radio myself. Took the radio out, put me a nice screen in there, and it fixed all my problems. Now when I turn my truck on, I have AC immediately. I have power to my windows immediately. Now I went a whole year turning my truck on. It's hot outside, and I can't roll the windows down, or I don't have no AC. A whole year. I could cry right now thinking about that. I could cry. A whole year. Y'all don't know. And they told me, and I thank God it happened the way it happened, because they told me that the control, that thing was on back order for a year. And so what happened was, when it finally came in, my wife went to go get it. And guess what? It was the wrong one. They gave me the passenger side. I needed the driver's side, the master control that you can let down the windows and lock the doors from your driver's side. They told me it was that. Well, they gave me the wrong one. And I heard a voice. It was God told me, said, try that radio. I think replace the radio and see if that's your problem. The reason why, because the radio, when I'll be driving, and then the radio will reset. When the radio reset, it'll out of nowhere, it'll just reset. When the radio reset, the AC would go out. I'd be driving, it'd be cold, and all of a sudden it get hot. And then I see the radio rebooting back up. And then after about 15 minutes, everything kicked back in. So that's why it's like, try that radio. So I'm glad it happened the way it happened, because I saved money. They would have replaced that. I would have bought that part, and it still would have happened. So see what I'm saying? The dealerships don't be really knowing what they talk about. So you gotta pray. See, I pray for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what I pray for. Lord, give me the wisdom to slow down and to say, okay, if this happening, this, you gotta kind of give me that. I need that from, God, give me that, to the ability to be able to think and say, so you ain't gotta take your truck in there and they charge you got $3,000 just in diagnostics. $3,000 just in diagnostics. They ain't did nothing to the truck. They just been looking at over $3,000. Now you can do the same thing, and you go in there and tell them, hey, I need this. So now a lot of times when I go in the dealership, I'm telling them what I need. I done had a belt break on this. I can cry. Man, look, I go in there and tell them, this is what I need. You sure? You want to bring it in? No, I don't want to bring my truck in there. I need this part, give it to me. I'm putting it on myself. I'm not giving y'all $200 an hour to do something I can get dirty and do myself. You feel me? But again, y'all, I can go on and on and on about this here truck, this here owner-operated lifestyle. I can go on and on. Hey, shout out to all the guys that's been in the game and then figured it out. Shout out to all y'all. It's hard out here, y'all. But yeah, again, I can go on and on. I'm finna go in here and check on my trailer, see if my company wired the money over, so I can leave my trailer and I can start this. Probably get a load Monday, y'all, my first load. So y'all be praying for me. Y'all just pray for me, y'all, that everything go well and God give me the knowledge, wisdom, understanding to properly secure these loads, and God willing, we can make some more money, some bigger money with these flatbed loads. So y'all be praying for me. I'm out. 501 Big Brother Trucking. Let's get it.